Omaha, Omaha, race it! Hey! Ah! 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 Ah!
Damon, success with the Roughnecks, including a pick six last week. Can you take me through the play and kind of the way you're playing football right now?
So on that play, it was just a simple outside release, you know. Eyes had good eye discipline. I was locked in on his hips. As soon as I seen he was about to dip to break down, I gave him a nudge, which caused him to step off balance. He slipped out of bounds, and I just turned around, looked for the ball, and it was right there. So it was good timing. You know what I'm saying? It was right place at the right time. The rush was coming. He got the ball out quick, and I just happened to be there.
Correct me if I'm wrong, is that your first touchdown since the 97-yarder against Indiana for the Buckeyes?
Yeah, it's the first one.
Man, your first professional touchdown. How
My
did that
first
feel to
professional
be in the end zone again?
It felt good. It just reminded me that what it felt like to be a part of a team that cared about winning, that worked hard and just taking advantage of every opportunity just to play the game, because it was taken away from me for a little bit. So just being able to go out there and just enjoy playing football again, it was a great feeling.
You mentioned opportunity. A year ago, I believe you wanted to play in this league and restart your career. And Daryl Moose Johnson, who runs the league from football ops standpoint, he wanted to see you have a whole year of just nothing off field and just focused and ready to play. What did it take? What went into you getting this shot?
I had to take a look in the mirror. I had to make some serious, life changes. And the main thing that I did was I invited back my support system, my foundation, and that's probably something that I will never let go again, because I see how dangerous it is to be trying to navigate through in a new world, new environment, new situations with no experience. So I definitely learned from that, and to Coach Johnson, I needed him to tell me no, that I couldn't play, because without that, then that's when I really had to. That hurt my heart, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm thinking I'm doing everything right, but I obviously wasn't, because things just kept happening, and I had nobody to blame but myself. So I'm always thankful for Coach CJ, Coach Johnson, and yeah, it's just a blessing to be here. I'm thankful.
Yeah, they talk about to be accountable is a great thing, because it's always hard. Anybody in any walk of life, if they make a mistake, it's hard to say, you know what, raise your hand, say, that's on me. What do you think caused some of your issues in the past? Do you think it was just being young and maturing? Those influences, just mental health? What do you feel like caused some of the things that have slowed down your career?
Just being an amateur to life. I like to look at myself as being protected and sheltered a lot because of football. And when I got into the professional world, we had COVID and certain things going on that didn't allow certain leadership to take control of me, which again, I should have control of myself, and I should have had my foundation, my support system around, which was my doing of not having it, and then the world's doing of COVID. It was just bad timing, and I learned a lot though, so I wouldn't have, me being where I am now, I wouldn't change anything, because who I am today, right now, I feel like I literally needed to go through everything that I went through to be as wise as I feel like I am right now.
Includes being a dad, right?
Yeah.
You have a daughter or a son?
I have 2 daughters and a son.
2 daughters and a son. So you're a
5-year-old,
father of 3, wow.
5-year-old, 3-year-old, and 2-year-old.
How much does that motivate you? Obviously a lot, but what is the feeling like in terms of like wanting to build your career to help your family?
Yeah, because my kids deserve everything that I'm able to offer them, and they didn't ask to be here. they're innocent, you know what I'm saying, and they're my responsibility. So if I have the ability or the potential to provide them with a life that I never had, or a life that everybody, you know what I mean, would desire, it's my job to give it to them. So I had to put that first and then put all of my thoughts second, and that's how I was able to put this together.
I heard John Gruden is a supporter of yours and still a fan and rooting for you from afar. Do you guys talk a little bit?
Yeah, I reach out. We reach out to each other often, and you know, that's my guy, and he loves me. He's never left my side, and his words of like wisdom. Each week I call him before the games and stuff, and one thing that he said to me before last week's games that he wanted to see uncommon effort, and I took it as this, and like he hasn't seen it from me yet in the league. So going into last week's game, I had like an extra like kick of motivation hearing it from him, because I was trying to, you know, make him proud.
This league, you guys are a team. It's about the now, right? Because if you like they say, if you don't keep the main thing,
Yeah.
which means more interceptions, more big plays.
Yeah.
The league doesn't come knocking, but how much do you kind of try to stay in the moment instead of thinking ahead?
So it's easy for me to stay in the moment because I had to work so hard to get here. You know what I mean? And just being able to play football again on any level, like, is the best opportunity and best like gift that God could have rewarded me with all the right decisions that I feel like I've been making. I didn't want anything but a Gatorade squirt bottle and a helmet when I talked to Coach CJ. You know what I'm saying? When he said that I can finally come back, I was like, man, I just want a Gatorade bottle. I haven't used a Gatorade squirt bottle in a long time, and you know, it's just the little things about the game that you miss the most, that you take for granted, you know? So it's easy for me to stay in the moment. I'm happy to be a Houston Roughneck. That's all I'm thinking about right now is this game for tomorrow, and then the game after that, and the game after that. I want to win this whole thing for Coach CJ, because I know, you know, he's been in here, and I just feel like I'm a part of this family right now, and this is the only thing that matters to me.
And if the NFL comes a knocking, you feel like you'll be ready?
Oh yeah, you know, but yeah, for sure. Yeah, hell yeah.
What would you say to an NFL general manager or head coach or owner that you can be counted on, be trusted, reliable, that the past will be in the past?
What I'd say is that I'm 28 years old right now, with 3 kids, with a mom and dad that loves me and that has my back right now, with coaches that I feel like I've proved a complete turnaround to. So I don't really think I need to speak on like my changes for myself, because all the coaches that have been with me right now, I feel like their word would be more valuable than mine, because I've said a lot of things in the past. But what I would say is what they see on film, that's being out of commission for 3 years. So
right.
I'm still hot.
Last one for you. What kind of ball player, what kind of person do they get with you?
Dog. I feel like I'm a dog on the field. I'm a dog outside the field. Actually, I'll say a professional. Like I'll switch that, and I say I'm more of a professional now than I ever was before. I wasn't a professional before. I was just a dog. I was just, you know, a rabbit. And now that I found professionalism and a calm state of mind, I feel like I'm the best version of myself that I've ever been. So
You seem really good. Yeah. Is faith a big deal to you too?
yeah, my faith in God is unbelievable, because even when things were bad, he was always there for me. God, I strayed away, and I found myself on my knees one night, begging, you know, and I had to realize that I had to take steps forward myself, that nobody was gonna pull me out of anything. So once I started making the right decisions, then I started seeing the blessings that were always there. So.
Thank you very much for the conversation. Good luck. Actually, secondary coach for the Houston Roughnecks, and we're just talking with Damon Arnette about his pick six and his progress. What are you seeing from him right now and the way he's playing the quarterback position?
Right now, I'm seeing what I anticipated. You know, when I knew he was going to be a part of our team, part of our secondary. He's a former first-round draft pick, and that's what former first-round draft picks do. They make plays. He's very confident, and he's unbelievably talented, athletic.
Seems like he's in a good place. His words kind of resonated with me listening to him. You're around him all the time.
Yeah.
What are you seeing from him? The kind of demeanor and the way he's conducting himself.
I mean, he's doing all the right things. You know, to put himself in position to get back to the NFL, and he belongs there. He really belongs there. He's one of the first guys in the building, because I'm like the first guy in the building. So he's like one of the first guys that come in the building. He's the first player I see every morning.
What time is that?
About 6 o'clock.
So it's still dark out.
Yeah.
And he's getting ready to go to work.
Yeah. He's very committed, passionate about it. He's doing all the right things, and the things that he needs to do in order to get back to the NFL and prove he belongs.
I'm sure teams will call you and ask you, and when they do, that's the report you're going to give them, right?
Yeah.
Give them a good reference. Yeah.
Just tell them the truth.
Yeah.
You know, tell them what I've been witnessing over the last few months.
Yeah.
I'm not surprised, because he's got a really good, solid foundation of supporters, and mentors, people that, he's surrounding himself with good people that have his best interest in hand. And his grandparents, I met his grandfather. Unbelievable. I mean, unbelievable man.
You've been around football for a long time. It takes maturity. Some people not everybody matures at the same rate, but or sometimes you have to lose something, like he lost something, and you have to appreciate it again, like he says he does. So now it seems like he's just in a very good state of mind and ready for focused on what he's doing for you guys.
I see great things happening for him. After this season, I'm certainly pulling for him in every direction that I possibly can. He's been nothing but first class to me. He's going to earn it, and I think he's going to appreciate it more now than he did 4 years ago when he was drafted.
He said even the Gatorade, squirt of Gatorade means something to him, or putting on the cleats, the little things.
Yeah, and I can see that. We all have our seasons in terms of our lives, and he's going to benefit from the things that he's learning now. That he's around good people. That's the very first thing that I commend him for, and the people like CJ, myself, Chris Wilson, the support staff. They've been nothing but good to him, and he respects that. And I think that's what's going to ignite him in terms of his second chance. Because not very many people get a second chance to get back to the NFL.
Right.
And he's doing it at a ripe age, to where he's still athletically gifted, and he plays the position at a very, very high level.